Hello and welcome to Mirror Talk. We have moments where we just have to pause. Just pause and take a break and reflect on life. Remember, you are strong, you are enough, you are capable, you are blessed, and you are loved. Your moment of greatness starts now. I am so delighted to be speaking with a sister, a nurse, a poet, a writer, and a great friend, Ikeoluwapo Oluwayemi. I have been blessed to read and post some of her work on ValterBob.com. One of our recent write-ups on momentswithcare.weebly.com really spoke to me. She's here today to even, inspire us the more. Ikeoluwapo, I am so happy to have you here. How have you been?
Fine, I've been wonderful. Thank you so much for having me too.
What have you been, doing to keep your spirit high and alive during this season of self-isolation and lockdown?
Well, I've gotten a chance to do the things I love, and some of them are baking, writing, reading. Most of those things I didn't have a chance to do them before, and also I'm strengthening my walk with God.
Oh, that's really amazing. you know, um, I have been very busy, reading a lot of your poems and write-ups, and I think they are really amazing. They are really beautiful.
Thank you so much.
What have been your, source of inspiration? What has been inspiring you to write all these beautiful poems?
Well, I would not take the credit. It's solely the Holy Spirit, and He has inspired me through happenings around me, through my relationships with friends, family, acquaintances. Yeah, that has been mostly it.
Wow. So, one of the, posts or one of the poems that really caught my attention was I Am Enough. I Am Enough spoke to me in ways that made me reflect on a lot of my actions and ways that I present myself to people. Please, can you, do us the favor or the honor of reading this poem to us?
Absolutely, sure. Okay, I'll just go on with it.
Yeah.
I see all that's in sight. I do all I can. I give myself out. Be the best version of you, all that I follow. My heart clean as dew, unclear yet pure. I laugh to the hardest jokes, cry to the lightest hurt. How else do I give me for the world to see? How harder can I strive for the world to approve? At the end of the day, there's only little I can do, all my truth in one sentence. And that makes the difference. It gives me a stance. Maybe it's not me. You also need to be checked. I'll do me and let the world follow. I am enough.
Wow, that is so beautiful. That is really amazing.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
A lot of times we get inspired by what we have experienced personally.
True.
What would you say about this poem? Was it a personal experience? Can you share the story with us?
Okay. Yes, it was a personal experience.
Okay.
And
the story is?
Okay, the story behind it was things that were happening around me. I had a problem or a misunderstanding with one of my friends, and that put a lot of pressure on me. And also things that were occurring in my life at that particular time with work and with school and everything was just too much. So that brought about the poem.
Wow. And can you enlighten us a little bit? What are the issues that could have made you think that I am enough?
Okay, I would say I was mostly stressed. I wasn't focusing. My mind was all over the place at the same time, and I knew I couldn't concentrate on one thing or the other. I was just displaced. So I had to take myself back, review what has happened and what was happening to me at that moment, and I realized that no, this is already going out of proportion. I am not who I am supposed to be, or I am not in that state I want to be. So I had to reflect And yeah, this brought about putting the poem together.
Wow. So self-reflection helped you to. Yeah.
Absolutely,
Wow.
yes.
Wow. So you said you had to reflect and come back, like tell yourself, I am enough.
Yes.
How do you know who you truly are? How do we know who we truly are?
Well, it takes the Holy Spirit to help us to know who we truly are. Because with our own strength we can do nothing. We can only plan, but the actualization of those plans actually comes from the Lord. And to know who you truly are, you need the Holy Spirit to help you understand why you were made, why you were created. So we were all created for a purpose, for the master plan that God knows. So it's not easy, but once you have the Holy Spirit, I'm sure it would help you to realize who you truly are.
So how do I know I am truly enough in this society with social media, with everything going on around?
Okay, I would say knowing that you are enough, first of all, like I said earlier, takes the Holy Spirit to constantly remind you of who you truly are and whose you are. Then it takes strength. You need a lot of strength to stay sane, to understand that you are enough, to understand that you don't have to go lengths to be who you are. You don't have to put yourself in someone else's position or undermine yourself, or even put yourself above who you truly are. So it takes a lot of strength to stay focused, to know that you are enough, and it takes yourself to know that you are enough. Because you need to reflect, you need your mind to be together before you can even think. So you need yourself, and that's, I think, a very key factor. Once you lose yourself, then you can't know that you're enough. So yeah, I think the Holy Spirit, strength, and yourself.
Wow. So I have to keep these 3 keys in mind to know who I truly am, and to know that yes, I am enough. Wow.
Yeah.
So on a much lighter note, right? Like if we are going through momentswithcare.weebly.com, like how many of these stories are like personal, or like how would you what will you tell us? Is it everything that's inspired by your personal story, experience, or personal stories or stuff?
I would say 95% of the entire blog posts are personal.
Wow, 95%. So you mean like 5 lines out of the whole website is like from other people?
No.
Wow. Okay, so most of them are like things you've gone through, things you've experienced personally.
Yes.
Wow, that's amazing. Wow, and I enjoy the way you take your personal experiences and you form them into words, make them so creative, and teach other people.
Exactly. So one of my own strengths, and one thing I think it's my calling, is being a voice to others. It's one thing to be facing challenges. It's one thing to realize that people around you might be facing such challenges. Sometimes when some things happen to us, we get so consumed in our own selves that we fail to realize that people around us might also be facing such challenges.
Yeah.
So I feel putting these words together is literally holding someone that might be facing that same problem down the aisle together, while I am also facing that same challenge. So we understand each other. We are on the same lane, trying to work to perfection.
Wow.
Trying to walk to healing. So I feel that is the main thing. That's the main goal, to be able to be a voice to others. So when they read these things, they know that, okay, oh really, I'm not the only one facing these challenges. I'm not the only one that feels inadequate sometimes, and I'm not out of place. But yeah, I have someone that can relate with me. So that's it.
Wow. So your work like holds the hands of other people and pull them along in the journey of life.
Yes.
Wow, that's amazing. I mean, that's what we need in this world. We need to help others
Yes.
as they help us also.
Absolutely. There's a lot of hate in the world. We just need more positivity.
Yes, yeah, that's 100% correct. So, talking about negativity in the world, let us talk about things that could, make us feel inadequate, insufficient, or not enough. What are those things to you? What are the things that make you inadequate or make you feel inadequate?
Well, most of the time, it's my relationships with friends, with family, with acquaintances, also my career, my education. All put together, sometimes is a lot of work, truly speaking. Trying to balance your life, trying to balance your social life with your work life is quite a thing. So yeah, those things could put me off the edge sometimes. And also, generally speaking, I would say societal influences also from social media, and we see a lot of things online and we feel, oh, I should have this, I should also be wearing this, I should also have this lovely picture or have this type of house or something. But we fail to realize that it's all packaging, as they say, and everyone is trying to put their best foot forward. So we just have to realize that everything we see is not truly real. So yes, those could put pressure on you and make you feel less of yourself.
Wow. So you mean I should not take everything I see on social media to be true?
Of course, please. Please, not everything is true.
Wow.
When we see bloopers of these things, we know that really, so this is really happening behind the scenes.
So what's the place of self-validation when I spend the whole day on social media or see posts from people, beautiful posts? What do you think about self-validation? How do you experience it, or how do you practice it?
Yeah, I feel self-validation is really important. You need to validate yourself as you go on your life's journey. No one will do it for you, or if anyone does it for you, it might be too much or too less. You can only do it so perfectly well. So having to validate yourself, take a look, take an inventory of everything that has been happening in your life. You don't have to maybe start from when you were young. So most of the things when you were young you can't even remember, but at least the most recent ones, you have to take account of them. What have I done right? What have I done wrong? What do I feel I could do better? And in that moment you can validate yourself. Am I this, like, have I achieved the mark? Have I gotten to where I want to be? And if not, it makes you strive harder. So when you validate yourself, okay, am I good to go? Do I need a little push? But in all this, you're certain of where you really are. So I think that's really important.
Wow. Well, one of the points you made mention of now is like you talking to yourself.
Yeah.
So what do you think about that? What's your take on talking to yourself?
It's really important too. And I do that a lot.
Wow.
I do that a lot. I talk to myself a lot because I would say I am my own cheerleader. I am my own I'm my own hype man.
Yeah.
So I talk to myself a lot. I would joke with my friends that I have board of directors in my head.
I think I also do the same thing.
I think we are friends then. That's it. On that note,
like I have a round table in my head of people. I don't know how many of them are there, but
I tell you. So like I have a lot of people up in my head, and we discuss on so many issues. I would just put it that way. That makes it simpler.
Okay.
I'm sure some really eloquent people might be saying, hope she's not having mental issues, but it's one of those things in life. So I get to talk to myself on so many issues and tell myself where I'm wrong, tell myself where I'm right, and try to reassure myself that you are not far away from your goal. You are that person God has made you to be. I'm a very sensitive and emotional person, so I get to cry a lot. So sometimes it might be through my cryings. I talk to myself. Once I cry it out, then I'm fine.
Yeah.
And that talks to me myself that okay, it's okay, girl. You're good to go. It's all good. And sometimes I stay in front of the mirror, tell myself, okay, you're so beautiful. You are this. You are that. You are this. So I just do it. I do it all the time in different ways.
Wow. So is it like your most favorite way of talking to yourself, of speaking these, word of affirmations to yourself?
I wouldn't say there is a favorite one because there are so many situations that warrant some particular type of scenarios where you need to affirm to yourself. So I think it depends on the situation.
And how effective are this self-talk? It's
very effective because that's what cheers me up. I would say there are so many times I don't stay with my family here, and the friends I have all have their own lives, so sometimes I'm not able to talk to people. So it's this self-affirmation I give myself that helps me bounce back.
Wow.
So yeah.
Wow. So once you speak to yourself, you feel better about yourself.
I feel better, and I would also give an hint. So my best friend is the Holy Spirit, and anything I'm not clear about, I talk to him, and I literally talk to him like I'm sitting face to face with him, and I think that helps also because sometimes if I get hurt, instead of blabbing and going about it the wrong way or getting angry and overreacting, I just report the person to God. And I say, God, you saw this, you saw what happened, and just make everything go away, or give me a clear understanding about this thing. And I think that helps a lot too, aside self-affirmation.
Wow. That means we have to, work on our spiritual lives.
Yes.
Like we have to make our spirituality very strong.
Absolutely.
Relationship with God, with the Holy Spirit, and make sure that we have that inner, that strong bond with inner conviction.
Yes.
With the Holy Spirit.
It's absolutely required.
Wow, thank you so much. I mean, I've learned a lot just from this little discussion.
Thank you.
Wow. And anytime that I am in doubt or not feeling like not good enough, I just stand in front of the mirror. That's why mirror talk, right? In the podcast.
Yes.
And I speak to myself and just say, I am enough. I don't care what the word says. I don't care what society says. I don't care what I see on social media or whatever. I am just enough, just the way I am.
Yes.
And as you said, what I've learned now is that I just have to keep on, self-evaluating myself. And, of course, there are parts of me that are not good enough.
Yeah.
And I, strive to make myself better.
Yeah.
But I should not allow the society to tell me that I am nothing.
Yes.
I have to have that self-conviction that I am good enough.
Yes.
I'm even more than enough.
Yes, you are more than enough.
Wow.
You are more than enough.
Wow. So, before I let you go,
Okay.
thank you so much for your time. But before I let you go, one of the most recent posts I read on momentswithcare.weebly.com is rest.
Yes.
And it's so, relaxing and so relieving.
Take a breath.
Yeah. So I would love you to, read this to us and, just take us away.
Okay, let's be blown.
Yeah.
Rest. Have you ever thought about more issues than none in your life, where you realize that you did not practice what you preach? Have you ever been stricken with doubt about your next steps? Have you ever wondered why you feel the way you feel most times and find it quite hard to give yourself a dose of courage? Have you ever? Now rest. Rest in the one that can fill in the loops in your heart. Rest in the one that gives you a shoulder constantly. Rest in the one that knows just what you need before you say a word. Rest in the God that loves you endlessly. Let go and let God.
Wow. I am just short of words. Like, wow. Wow, Ikeoluwapo, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time. I'm really grateful.
Thank you.
I'm sure there are a lot of other posts, interesting articles on momentswithcare.weebly.com,
Yes,
and
yes.
I have it bookmarked on my phone actually, and I'm always refreshing for more.
Thank you.
And I'm sure everyone is going to go and check momentswithcare.weebly.com to uplift their spirit and
Yes,
you know
yes.
go on this walk and this journey of life and become better people.
Yes,
Thank you once
that's
more.
great.
I
Thank
really
you so
appreciate
much
it.
for having
Thank you
me
so
too.
much.
It was a lovely time with
Oh
you.
wow. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for listening to this podcast. I am eternally grateful for your time, your love, and contributions. You mean a lot to me. Thank you once again for listening and sharing with your loved ones. Don't forget to subscribe and follow this journey on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and other platforms in the description. Stay blessed.